first of all, about the foot Kansa wand. You look at the dome of this wand. It's very wide and open. You might think, well, that would not give very specific massage, okay? Like working on points or the Marma points, the way we might think of doing Marma therapy. But the idea of this particular wide shape is to really work with the full contours of the foot. It's not about specific points, but the general energy of the foot. And to some extent allowing it with the weight of this, the weight to have its own impact without pressing hard to do it. You can hold it in various ways. The kind of wood that this is made out of varies. We try and get ones that we know are made out of a durable quality wood that sometimes is painted, sometimes lacquered, but the idea is something that is relatively light and durable. Some people question us about the actual weight because it is, for the foot size, kind of heavy. The usefulness, like I said, was because of the fact that it has its own natural weight, you don't have to apply pressure, which makes it so that there's less strain on you in terms of force or things that you have to apply more pressure than is necessary. So, this is our foot wand. This brings us to our second wand. This is our face and body wand. And many people look at this and go, wow, isn't this one that would be much better to use on the feet? But let me explain that the advantages of the foot wand are very different from this particular kind of wand. You'll notice that the dome is higher on this, which means the contact with the body is more specific. If you go to a particular point, it's going to be more pointed than general. And with the Kansa treatment that we were taught, you want to have a more general impact on the body than a more specific contact, as if you're doing reflexology. And in fact, what we find is the form that we use, or the type that we use for reflexology, is our Marma Tool, which I'll show later. What's nice about this particular size, because it is higher and more specific, is that this can be used on the face as well as different points of the body. You can get into the deeper areas of the shoulders, the back, the glutes, different parts of the body in a very, very effective way. And again, you've got the advantage of the shape, which creates a nice deep effect if that's what you want. I always remind people, though, that the benefit of this, in terms of its mechanical benefits, that is, getting deep, is secondary to its energetic benefits, the benefits of this amazing bronze that humanity's come up with. So this one can be used as a utility type of device for the face or for the body. But like we said, in terms of doing the feet for more general, we recommend the foot size. Again, the advantage of the handle in this is it is very light, very easy to use. You can hold it in various ways to get to different parts of the body. I like to use this as a way of stroking over the body as well. It covers enough surface of the body to do what we use in a lot of our treatments, which is meridian stroking. And then there is our third size, our personal or face Kansa wand. We had seen the foot wand and the face and body size wand that our manufacturer sent us. And we realized that there was the implications for doing face and working in the spa industry were quite good. But at the same time, there were any number of devices used on the face that were made out of different kinds of substances. People were using golden spoons, people were using plastic balls with colored waters in them, which, other than the contour of the shape, really was just kind of fun to use as opposed to being really truly healing and therapeutic. This particular size is something which we brought into the spa and beauty industry. And it has also been something that we have seen people want to purchase for themselves and for professionals to buy to have retail for their clients. The idea with this is that you've got the same benefit of this nice, smooth dome surface, which is able to be moved all across the face in very gentle and light ways. Because of the less amount of the wood in the handle, it's extremely light. There are even some people like the idea of doing two of these at once. One in the right hand, one in the left hand, and then going on the face, because many people are used to the idea of having spoons or bowls to do that. One of the principles we really hold to from the Tibetan Ayurvedic point of view is the idea, and this is also with respect to right and left brain integration, is that when you do bilateral movements on the body, what you're doing is you're actually kind of creating a short-circuiting, which can actually disarm the body and make someone get quite relaxed, but is actually quite vata aggravating. One of the principles that we adhere to in all of our body work is that we like people to feel integrated when they leave. So even when you hear of people doing 2- and 4-person Abhyanga, where all the arms and the legs are done at the same time on one person, all done in this beautiful synchronous way. Well, it's very exotic, but it's very vata energetically disturbing. So what we like to do is we like to do the right side of the body and then the left side of the body. And so when Melanie trains to use the Kansa wand for our face treatment, she just uses one of these. Does one side of the body, one side of the face, and the other side of the face. And this also allows the client to be observant of their experience from one side or the other. And sometimes we will even show people, we'll use a mirror so people can see the kind of natural lift and hydration that occurs in the tissues on one side before we go to the other. It can be quite convincing and actually quite dramatic. So this is our Kansa face wand. So this has been introduced to the Ayurveda community as an amazing tool to use both for pressure as well as its energetic benefits. All of these are available and have their own benefits. I like this one in relation to all of these because it is, as far as I'm concerned, a tool that can be supportive of the reflexology prior to doing the Kansa Vatiki. If you're working for a deeper part of the body, let's say the gluteal area, and there's a point that's very specifically sore or knotted, I can come up with this particular tool. If I'm working on the face and I notice that I want to get into a specific point rather than more general, I can then use this tool. So although I don't use it every time I do a treatment on the face and the body, or the feet, I like to have the Marma Tool around. So this is our full range of Kansa wands and the Marma Tool.